Would you let rules or regulations or policy decide whether you get one of the best jobs out here? I might. It depends. It depends on what it is, actually. Specifically, I'm talking about where I work at Walmart. We have a few rules and a few policies and things that people aren't that thrilled about. But let's talk about what you're getting for in exchange for following a few rules and kind of doing what the job requires of you. But real quick, a side note, I just want to apologize. I haven't uploaded, and I think it's been like 13 days or something like that. I know, plenty of excuses. We all got them, but I'm going to tell you anyway. We've been super busy. My wife and I, we print apparel, and the shop is just overwhelmed with work right now. So I've been helping her. And it's that time of year where I live in the far north of California, very far north, and having to do some of that wood cutting there it is, because that's how we warm our homes. So that's why I haven't been on here. I'll try to get back with the program here and upload each week. Sorry about that. So anyway, back to what I'm saying. So, yeah, here at Walmart, there's a few things that we're supposed to do, a few policies and rules and things. And, let's weigh it out for what you're going to get. Now, one of the biggest complaints in the past was the cell phone policy, in which, you can only talk so long and so much during the day and no texting and this kind of thing. Well, since then, we had a lot of complaints, and actually Walmart listened and they pulled that policy back. You're still not allowed to text while you're driving. And I mean, there's common sense stuff, like in really bad situations, they don't want you using the phone. That's just common sense. I think any carrier would do that. So that's not really an issue anymore. But some of the other things is sharing a truck. I know a lot of people are like, oh no, completely out of the question. There's no way I'm going to slip seat. You can forget it. Well, I mean, I can kind of understand that. I know back when I was over the road, I was gone 6 weeks at a time. They kind of mattered whether I had my stuff in the truck and, whether I'm sharing it or it's clean and that kind of thing. I mean, I literally lived in it. Here at Walmart, most of our schedules, you're only out for like 5 days. So I don't really see a problem with that. But, I'm not going to try to hide it and not say we don't have that. We do have that. And some people have their own trucks. I have my own truck, but not everybody does. Here's something to think about, though, with that. The average over-the-road truck driver is getting about $63,000 a year. That's what it's saying on Google. Walmart's advertising $110,000 in their first year of working at Walmart. And that's almost, what is that, 40 some odd $1,000 difference? Would you really let that stand in your way? I'm making an extra 40 some odd thousand, maybe even $50,000 a year. I'm pretty sure I'd have to let that one go. Some of the other things that we have is that we have to wear a uniform. I'm not really hip on uniforms, but that's the policy here, and I don't mind doing it. At least you don't have to do your own laundry. There's something positive to think about. I had a friend of mine, he went through the whole hiring process, and he decided at the end that he wasn't going to wear a uniform and that he wanted to keep doing what he's doing and didn't want to be controlled. Well, I'm pretty sure he's regretting it now because he's making about $40,000 to $50,000 less a year working where he's working at. But hey, you know what? Everybody's got their preferences. I don't see anything wrong with that. But some of the other things is, and some of the other stuff, other companies have it too, like the cameras. We have cameras that only face forward. We don't have driver-facing cameras. Plenty of other companies out there that have that. And you might be pretty thankful that that's in there if there's ever a horrible accident and it can prove your innocence. So I don't really see how that's an issue, but, we do have them. What else do we have? Well, we have to do what's called meal breaks, or you have to do mandatory breaks. Now, I hadn't really given it much thought, but here in California, we have to do 2 30-minute meal breaks within anything over a 12-hour day. And I've pretty much just taken it for granted that that's just normal. Well, apparently everywhere else in the United States, you don't have to do that. You only have to do, I guess, one every 8 hours, which means in a 14-hour day, then you only need to do one. Thing about Walmart is they're going to pay you for the meal breaks. At least they do in California. We get $7 for each half-hour break, $14 a day. You say, that's not a lot of money. No, it's not. But I mean, do you really go all day long without stopping to use a rest area or use the restroom? Do you not go in and get food or something you need? I mean, you're going to be spending at least 30 minutes doing something like that, maybe even an hour. And so if you're going to get paid for it, what's the problem? We're supposed to do it on off duty here in California. And the way people like to work themselves to death, well, even better. Look at all that time you're saving on your 70s so you can try to get that 6th day in there. I don't really want to work that hard, so I'm not really on board with that. But the reason why I'm bringing a lot of this stuff up is I wouldn't want to come out and act like, oh, well, everything's just perfect here at Walmart and we don't have any problems or any issues that you're not going to want in your life. Now, there's probably stuff that's going to bother you. And so I'm going to be upfront and tell you, it was suggested that maybe that I would kind of blow over that kind of stuff, and just say whatever it takes to try to get a referral bonus. Well, I want to make it clear right now. I don't really care about the referral bonus. Now, if they want to give it to me and you want to use me as a referral, sure, I'll take it. But that is not why I made this channel. I made this channel because I've been driving for over 20 years and I've never had an accident or ticket, and I take a lot of pride in what I do. And maybe I'm not the best at it, but I know I have a lot of information that I can try to relay to you out there as a new driver, or maybe even a driver that's been out on the road for a long time. That is my primary goal. So, if you don't want to put me down for a reference, fine. I don't mind. I don't care. That is not why I made this channel. But if you're insisting on it, I would love to get a referral bonus. And on top of that, it puts your name at the top of the stack from what I'm told. You may end up getting a call back within maybe a few days or a week instead of weeks or months. So there is that you might want to consider. So at the end of the day, what is it that is a rule or a regulation that a company has that just makes it a no deal? Like, just call the whole thing off. I don't want to work there. Well, there's plenty of things that people have that they just won't compromise on. I wouldn't hold that against anybody for anything. But I definitely wouldn't say that you're going to get the same thing out here with other trucking companies, because there's still that little fact that says the average truck driver is getting about $63,610. This is average. Over the road. You're not home every 5 days. You're gone for weeks. That kind of thing. First year, $110,000 is your possibility of working here. So keep that in mind. All right. So like I said, I'll be putting up some more videos here. Try to do it every week. Got a little lazy, got things to do, but I'll be back again this next week. All right. I'll catch you guys later. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell.